Alright guys, fully come to another video. I hope all is well with y'all on this day. Um, so I just wanted to talk about some African affairs, some things that are happening back at home. So, um, the way I look at it is military juntas are never a good thing, because usually when you have the military involved and the military take over leadership, the military is going to strong arm things. We saw this, for example, in Grenada when the military junta executed the leadership of the New Jewel movement. They executed Maurice Bishop and the like thereof, and then they basically said that if anybody was found outside after a certain time, then they would be shot dead. And this, of course, led to the invasion, which the United States was already, how should I say it? The United States was already, basically practicing anyway. They were prepared to invade Grenada anyway, right? So, with that being said, that's never a good thing, especially in Africa. When you have military juntas that take over, it's usually more severe than the person they had in control. So the thing is with this scenario is you have actually the special forces of the country that actually came in and took control over the leader. The leader was Alpha Conde. Now, if you don't know the history of Guinea Conakry, Guinea Conakry is like, again, one of the strategic areas of West Africa. Simple fact being that, you have resources there. You have diamonds, you have all kinds of natural resources in that small place. You have some of the most scenic, most beautiful places in the world there. Meaning you have Futajalon there, which is very scenic, very peaceful, very relaxed, very tranquil. You have that over there. Now, unfortunately for Guinea-Bissau, unfortunately for Guinea Conakry, you have ethnic tensions as well. These ethnic tensions have to do with resources, but it also has to do with like these leaders that want you to do the bidding of them. So you have Alpha Conde, who is Malinki speaking, and of course he did a number on Fulanis. Sekou Toure, he was anti-imperialist, right? And a lot of what lined up with, the things that he wrote lined up in with Islam and everything lined up. But the sad thing is he was still like hard on Fula. So, I don't agree with a lot of things he did. I understand what he was trying to do, but I don't agree with a lot of those things. But when I look at this military junta in Guinea Conakry, what I hope doesn't happen, that may happen, is that the military will strong arm the citizens and just really be like on some other things, and that at this point I don't think free and fair elections are going to help that situation. Something else needs to happen. Then the other factor is you're going to have to deal with the French. If the situation gets out of control and if the situation gets haywire, the French are for sure, you can guarantee the French are going to come in. They're going to come in no matter what. They're going to come into that place and they're going to do a number. Okay, that's what we know the French to do. Okay. So that's what I'm hoping doesn't happen, but there is a possibility that it may happen. So the problem started with Alpha Conde. He wouldn't leave power. The thing is, he wouldn't leave. And those people who were trying to get him to leave, he just like did a number on. If you know, like Guinea Conacri is like I guess, yeah, you can say it's a poor country. Like most West African states, it's poor. And of course, the leadership doesn't do anything to enrich it. And what I mean by that, it doesn't put anything on the infrastructure. It doesn't put anything on the overall well-being of the country itself. For all we know, Alpha Conde probably has a Swiss bank account filled with money from these Western conglomerates who mine for diamonds and all types of other things over there. You know. Now, when I look at the whole situation playing out, it can't be a case of civil war, because it's, you know, juntas have caused civil war. Don't get it twisted. The guy, I don't know who the guy is who took power, but his name is Mamadi Doumbouya. Now, I don't know if he's going to be a French puppet. I don't know if he's going to be subservient to France. I really don't know. It remains to be seen. Now, if he isn't going to be a French puppet, what I'm worried about is they're going to try to find someone who will be a French puppet and usher him in, which may cause more bloodshed. You know, although Guinea Conakry is not my country, it's next door to my country. Okay, and that's why we're already securing our borders to see what will happen, because you never know, there may be an influx of people coming because of what is to happen. Okay, this just goes to show you that Africa, and I'm just gonna say it, I said it before and I'll say it again, Westminster democracy was never meant for Africa. You can't have free and fair elections if the person that is voting doesn't even have running water. You can't have free and fair elections if the person that, you know, is voting doesn't even have proper food. You can't have free and fair elections when the person that's voting doesn't have proper health care. That's not possible. You can't do that. All that person's going to be doing is just checking next to a name, and that name's not going to benefit them at all. So that's why I'm saying Westminster democracy doesn't work. It never did work in Africa. So that's why you have these military juntas that happen the way they happen. You know? And so you have to understand something here. That will never happen here. A military junta will never happen here, for the simple fact the military just does its bidding. You know, the military will go to different countries without being asked or questioning the motives behind going to that country. That's just the military, how the military works here. So, with this being said, you know, we got to just wait and see what happens. hopefully it does become more progressive, more peaceful than it has been with Alpha Conde. And hopefully this guy, Mahmoudi Doumbouya, will, bring something new that will, enrich the lives of all the Guineans there. But I don't, something deep in my head says that that will not happen because it's a military, man. And military governments that take power are usually oppressive, right? So that's why I hope this guy is just not going to be after power or anything like this. But it hasn't been the first time that Guinea Conakry has had juntas. I think this is like the second time that this has happened. So it remains to be seen what will happen. You know what I mean? But if you look throughout the history of Africa, it's always been the military that's actually taken over. Even when it came to Thomas Sankara and his coup d'etat, Sankara was a military man. When it came to a lot of the Malian coup d'etats, they were military coup d'etats. When it came to, for example, in Nigeria, you had the statesman Shehu Shagari, Rahmatullah alayh, who took over, who did the military junta then? None other than Muhammadu Buhari, So this is why I say that hopefully this will be good things. But we just have to wait and see. You never know. Because I don't know of all the candidates who may be able to vote. That's the thing. I don't know if what candidates will be able to vote and things like that. I only know of one. I think his name is Salihu, or Salihu Daylan Jallo. That's the only one I know. But I don't know who are the other candidates. And I don't know if Mahmoudi Doumbouya has the example or has the aspirations of free and fair elections. We don't know what he's going to do. But we just got to wait and find out. That's all I got for now, guys. Full of signing out. Leave your thoughts and leave your comments. Njadama.